Good morning, everybody. Welcome to On the Open, taking a look at everything that's going on in the European markets here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group Securities Offer My Money Block. Well, the geopolitical tensions continue to keep traders and investors on edge. Right now, basically, we're going to keep an eye on the data, watch some critical stocks, and we know those tensions are there, and we'll watch volatility as our barometer, our red flag, to see if those are going to continue to impact the market. With that being said, taking a look at Germany, the most notable piece of information that has come out since the open is Finance Minister Schwab came out, said that 2017 GDP estimates are at about 1.5%. Now, that has the DAX basically about flat, up about 10 points at 12,149 even, and it's resting right on that 20-day moving average. There really isn't any notable big movers. You see some automotive names like Daimler as well as BMW moving. You also see some other names like Siemens and BASF moving to the upside right now, up about 0.8% respectively across the board. But again, no big movers, and the right now the headlines are dominating. Also, you have some mixed data that's coming out of China, so we're going to watch that very closely. That has the markets a little bit on edge. Taking a look at the UK and the FTSE, consumer names continue to be under pressure, especially after Tesco came out overnight and they basically reported very poor earnings. The stock right now is down about 5.7%. The symbol here in the States is TSCO. I'm taking a look at what's trading right now in London, and it's trading at 185 and a quarter, down $10.30. And it has continued to be under pressure. It's below its 50, its 20-day moving average with this disappointment. This is also bringing some of its other peers in the supermarket space as well as the consumer space down. You're also seeing miners lagging in the UK. Let's see if that actually starts to flow over here in the States to some of the mining names. And we'll also watch some of the other consumer names, see if people are going to start to look at how the consumer is doing here in the United States, especially now that we're getting into earnings. And remember, we have some big earnings names in the financial space. We're going to be talking more about that at 9:30. Taking a look at the French CAC. It is actually the best performing index on the continent right now, up 970 at 51.1160. You can see right now that it's basically flatlined. It's up a little bit, but it's above its 20-day moving average, which means that the bulls are in control. But you are seeing that there is some pressure in large cap steel name ArcelorMittal. The ticker symbol for this stock in the States is MT. I'm taking a look at it trading right now down 2.94%, or basically 22 cents. It's $7.27 French steel stock under some pressure this morning. We're going to watch this. This is translating into some downside in also AKS as well as U.S. Steel. Let's see if I know those are sensitive more to the infrastructure place, but we have absolutely no game plan right now other than the hope and promise of a $1 trillion infrastructure plan. That hasn't come to fruition. There are no active plans right now that have been thrown out there that have been debated or discussed. And so right now you see that there is some pressure in Mattel right now. Let's see if that actually is going to be rolling over here in the States in some of these names, because there is also a global component to this. We do ship U.S. steel across the globe, so let's see if that impacts it. Finally, taking a look at the euro, you're seeing the FXE, the Euro Trust, traded up yesterday, but you're seeing that the euro-US dollar pair is basically trading flat to slightly down, ever so slightly, but trading flat at 106 even. Basically flatline right here. The bears have basically taken control here. The dollar strength is going to be monitored. We're going to see if this actually is going to hold up. It's been pulling back as of late. Also, you're seeing the British pound under a little bit pressure early in the session, but basically in a tight range. Let's see if the British pound stays up. One also notable thing about Britain is one final hurdle for the Brexit has finally cleared, and it is a done deal. The Queen has blessed this. She was the only one that really did, even after triggering Article 50, she was the only potential roadblock that could actually pull back the Article 50 trigger. Well, she didn't this morning. It's official. All right, folks, that's it right now for On the Open in Europe. We have some tense markets, to say the least, and we're going to watch that very closely. But there hasn't been much as far as notable violent moves, but volatility is now rearing its head. As a matter of fact, the VIX index is trading higher than it has in the last 6 months, and we're seeing that implied volatility rank is trading in the upper third of its rank. So we're starting to get into that 60-70 area on rank out of a scale of 100. Once you get into that area, there's expectation of heightened violent moves. So join me at 9:30 Eastern Time, and we'll find out what's going on here in the U.S. markets and see if there's any big moves that we need to be paying attention to here at MarketStream. See you then.